2, 1.
Hello and welcome to another wonderful edition of Friday at 420. My name is Mike Nabuurs, your host for the next 40 minutes as we explore all kinds of different topics with our usual panel and a very special guest. That's how we roll here on Friday at 420. Thank you so much for checking us out. If you're streaming us live on Facebook on a Friday afternoon, well, good for you. It's almost the weekend. If you're not and you're watching this at a later date, thanks for doing that. And don't forget, you can always go back and listen to earlier episodes of Friday at 420 on your favorite streaming service. We'd love for you to catch up with us. Over 100 episodes out there for the world to enjoy. So please avail yourself of that service that we have kindly offered. Let's get right to it. Let's introduce our panel as we always do. Let's start with my closest and dearest friend, Mr. Patrick Coppolino.
Buongiorno. How are you?
How are you, Patrick? Buongiorno.
I'm good.
You still stuck with the buongiorno.
Yeah, every episode.
Manolis gave up on the take a knee a long time ago. Right? You know, he just, So, but you know, you're consistent, Patrick. That's what I like about you. Consistent.
Thank you.
Like buongiorno is my thing, man.
Yeah. I just learned recently that it's not spelled the way. I thought it was bonjour with no at the end, but it's not at all.
You know, because there's like a G in there.
There's a G and an I, and
they threw a whole bunch of extra stuff.
It's like Bongiorno.
Yes, Bon Jovi or no.
Yeah.
And everything going well with the poker? Are you making lots of money?
Yeah, I actually found a new obsession that has been keeping me busy during lockdown. Have you ever? It's a video game called Satisfactory. Have you heard of it? It's like the nerdiest game I've ever played.
And you love it.
It's like a factory simulator. I'm basically building DeFasco. It's awesome.
So like Farmville, only it's a factory, industrialized version?
Yeah, you just make stuff, and then everything you make, you can then automate that. So then you just
put everyone out of work.
It never ends. It's very fun.
Satisfactory.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to get you to tell us more about that. Okay. Maybe a future episode. Let's introduce Manolis Zontanos.
Picanis, dude.
Take an E, man. I didn't mean to throw you under the bus there, but it's true. Patrick stuck with Buongiorno. You gave up on Take an E a while ago.
I gave up on life a while ago, Mike. So there's like there's bigger issues than what's coming out of my mouth. You know what I mean?
It's true.
What's going on in here is where I really got to figure it out. You know?
Okay. Well, you know what? Today on the show, we're going to try to figure that out for you, Manolis.
Can I say something? This craziest thing. This is we have. You know, you're going to introduce her. Bronwyn was like texting me. Yeah, I told you, right? She texted me the other day. Before I looked at the phone, I thought it was her. I swear. Did I not?
Kind of a connection.
Oh, that's what she said. But because it's like it's not like she texts me all the time. Or not that I would love that, but like, you know what I mean? So I was like, I couldn't believe I was right. And I even called Pat, did I not call you afterwards and tell you?
Yeah, you did. He was freaked out.
I was kind of freaked out.
You'd be amazed at the things that freak Manolis out.
And when he called, my phone was ringing. I knew it was Manolis.
He's the only one who calls you.
Yeah.
I can't read, so that's why I actually did look, and I just couldn't read.
Well, now that you've partially introduced her, let's introduce her fully and bring her into the fold. Please, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to our special guest, Bronwyn Gent. How are you, Bronwyn?
Hi, I'm well. Thank you so much for having me on the show. So funny. It's actually the reason I messaged Manolis on Ice because we were in a music video together, and I just for fun was rewatching the music video as Walk Off the Earth, Fire in My Soul. And Patrick's in it as well. And I was just rewatching it, and I sent Manolis a message and was just like, man, what a great time filming that video. And I haven't messaged him since maybe it was my birthday saying thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. That was in January. So yeah, we really don't text that often. So when you said you knew it was me, I was like, whoa.
Yeah. We got to change that though. We got to kind of figure out how to make it.
Just contact each other more often.
Yeah.
Like we got to be in more music videos.
Yeah.
Not to the point where Bronwyn needs to get a restraining order. So remember that, Manolis. There's a line there, right?
All right.
Okay, we don't cross that line, Manolis. Bronwyn, just as an aside for the fans watching us right now, you're working as a realtor.
Yes, I'm a real estate agent.
Keller Williams.
Yeah, Keller Williams Complete Realty. Working in the Hamilton Greater Hamilton area. It's been a crazy year for the market, but definitely really loving my job every day. So
How long have you been doing it?
I started March 1st of last year. So
Oh, so you've
2 weeks
only
into my career, Corona hit.
you've only known a market that was insane.
Yeah, all the time I have conversations with other realtors on the phone where they're like, "Don't you miss the old days, those good old days?" And I'm like, "Yeah." You know, you don't want to let them know you're new. Yeah, those old days, miss them. That 2 weeks before this hit, really miss those days.
When people only had to spend $200,000 to buy a house.
Yeah.
Good old days. Well, it's great to have you on the show. We're going to explore a little more some of this relationship with the guys. I know you've done some modeling, you've done some acting, so we'll explore that and tell people about that. But first, we got to get to it. It's Friday at 4:20. In my hand, I've got 12 random topics and 12 random envelopes that I stole from my former employer. And let's start. Bronwyn, you get topic number 1, which is actually topic number 4 because they are all mixed up. And this is, an interesting topic to start the conversation today, kids. Have you ever met your doppelganger? Have you ever met somebody who looks I'm not going to ask for identical. I'm just going to say somebody who's like, wow, this is weird how much you and I look alike. Have you ever met someone like that, Bronwyn?
Oh, you're muted, Bronwyn.
I have not personally met a doppelganger of mine, but I have been told about doppelgangers a couple of times, and I'd love to meet my own doppelganger. When I was younger, I always really wanted a twin. I was really into Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, like they're part of their fan club, got things in the mail, obsessed, and really wanted a twin so bad. So when I hear about doppelgangers, I really want to meet them. Like I want to dress up together like twins. So hopefully there's one out there and I'll find her one day.
All right. But others have said they've seen someone who looks similar to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
In mannerisms and everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that's always, I mean, there's the facial similarities, but then mannerisms is a whole different dynamic, right? And if you met somebody who was like really honest, like, wow, that would be so cool. I've never met my doppelganger, so I feel sorry for the poor bastard. Manolis, have you ever met somebody who was very, very similar to you, both in looks and mannerisms?
Well, 2, I've been told that I look a lot like, but the one time I was in Florida, it was like a Daytona like party week. I was there. I think it was definitely the 90s, and and I was like drunk, and I saw a dude in a bar that I didn't talk to him, but it was like he was my twin brother for sure, and he was taller. But
okay.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, I look better. I'm like, this looks. I just want, it's like
the better Manolis.
It ruined my life because I knew I was never gonna have as good of a life as this dude. You know what I mean? But then I was told by what was that show where you got on stage, played piano for Jeffrey Ross? Patrick, was that?
Yeah.
Remember we were like getting roasted by Jeffrey Ross?
Oh yeah, and he said you look like the
Girls Gone. The guy,
the Girls Gone Wild guy.
Yeah, the guy. You know
I
the
can't
guy.
remember that guy's name.
Me neither, but you know that guy that this Girls Gone Wild.
Yes.
Apparently, I look exactly like him.
Really?
Yeah, and I've been told a lot of people keep telling me Jeremy Piven for some reason.
Yeah, I thought that when we first started hanging out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's
Mannerisms, maybe.
It's more the mannerisms and these some of your face. Like you have the same mouth as him or something like that. It's like the way you talk.
I think it's something about the way, I don't know. I don't see it, but I don't know.
The sound of your voice too, a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
okay.
I think so I think Bronwyn's right. You some of the voice and the texture of your voice, maybe there. I don't see it facially, but I will say this, Manolis, the guy that you look like that does the Girls Gone Wild videos, he's living a better life than you.
I think that guy did some time actually.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's still. Oh yeah,
He's still won.
Dude, everybody's living a better life than me. Okay, let's be realistic.
Patrick Coppolino. Not that you've ever been out of the house long enough to meet your doppelganger, but if you ever leave the house, have you ever met someone who was very similar looking?
Well, I've been like wearing these baseball style hats for a little bit now, but for like 10 years I was wearing those like paperboy hats. So the paperboy hat and beard combo, there's like a million of them, right? I like people would send me pictures all the time, like this guy looks just like you. It's just a guy with a beard and a hat. Like those are the only two qualifications to look like me now, apparently. But
and you also win the Louis C.K. lookalike contest every year. At
yeah,
Levity.
Amazing.
Well, that one was really close, but just for naturally looking like someone, I got Mac Miller all the time, and I didn't even know. That's how I found out who Mac Miller was, because like multiple
the
people
beard?
told me. Yeah, it was just like more so when I was younger. Like I could show you side by side pictures. I did, like I see videos, like music videos of Mac Miller, and I for a second think it's me when I was like 18. It's crazy how
he
much
has
I
a
look
better
like
life.
him.
He has a better life than you, and he's dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Bronwyn, how did you meet these two guys like on the set somewhere? Is that how you guys all met?
No, we knew each other before that.
Yeah, but when?
I don't know exactly when. Just mutual friends, I think.
Yeah.
Just ended up probably through Melissa or something.
Yeah, probably like at Absinthe.
Yeah.
Probably met at Absinthe, Motown.
We've been drunk together many, many times.
So many times.
Wow, so many times. There you go. That's
my New Year's kiss once at Absinthe.
Yeah. Wow. I was so weird. I was just thinking about that, but I didn't know if I should say it because I didn't know if you would be embarrassed.
Green lipstick, and I remember hours later, it's still on your face.
Oh.
I may have to take it back. The Girls Gone Wild guys got nothing on you, Manolis.
I took a picture. I took a picture of myself. I look at that picture every day.
Right place, right time. Right place,
Yeah.
All right, new topic. Friday at 4:20. Our special guests, Bronwyn Gent and Manolis and Patrick, are here along for the ride as usual. This topic going to you, Patrick Coppolino. We'll start with you. We'll work our way around the group. Do you buy lottery tickets? You ever buy lottery tickets?
What?
Cash for life tickets?
You know what? I have like 4 or 5 in my wallet right now. I buy them and I forget to check them.
It's not how you win.
There was a time where I used to I would every week I'd get the Lotto Max 649. And then I actually stopped after I was working in Burlington, and there was this one Max convenience I used to go to every Friday. I would buy the Lotto Max on Friday, and then they would do the draw that night or something. And then one week, someone won the Lotto Max. It was like $38 million, and they bought the ticket that day at that store.
Oh!
It was just like within hours of me buying a ticket, and then that just like I stopped buying them after that.
Because
You'd think that would make you want to buy more, but it was just like just being that close bothered me. But then like once in a while, you just like I normally buy them if I'm like out of town and I stop at a gas station. I'm like, oh, I should buy one here because I like that story in my head of like,
oh yeah,
it's not the corner store from my house. It's like I just happen to be
here
on the way to somewhere else. Yeah,
exactly.
So I think I'd have a better chance that way. But yeah. But who knows? I could have a winning ticket in my wallet right now.
But once in a while, you don't mind. I'm one of those, I never buy lottery tickets except when all of a sudden there's like a news story about it. It's like, that's 100 million. And then, of course, I'm like one of those guys who stands in line. Like, that's the time to buy them. Bronwyn, what about you? Do you fancy getting lucky with a lottery ticket here and there or not?
Yeah, I actually have 2 winning cash for lives in my wallet right now, but for like $4 and $12.
That's not
and
for
then I'll
life.
go exchange them for 4 more cash for life and hopefully get another, and I'll just keep it going. So I'll buy 1 cash for life and see how long I can go playing that same one. So $4 can go a long way with fun. But even like I've gone to like $24 and I'm like, should I just cash this in and keep the $24? I'm like, no, I can get 6 more cash for life. And then I'll have like a $4 prize. So yeah, I do play this game quite often.
Let it roll. Always just cash for life, or do you jump in on 649s and lottos?
Yeah, every now and then I do the lottos when they get really big. But cash for life is just a fun, immediate. Like usually I do it when I want immediate excitement and I don't want to wait until Saturday.
Yeah. That's fun. Someone I went to college with won the double cash for life. The $2,000 a week for life.
Wow.
How's he doing? Didn't his girlfriend remember the story?
Yeah, it was like his girlfriend or someone bought the ticket for him. And there was like a big thing about that because he won. But yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the details.
He probably didn't want details. Is he kept it all?
Yeah,
That's probably what he did. Probably. Yeah.
Or at least there
I was
was a
so
fight.
bummed
over
out
it.
if I gave one of my cash for lives to a friend and they won after all of my playing.
Well, yeah, wouldn't that suck?
But I
Yeah.
would be happy for them.
I would always. No, I would never buy someone a lottery ticket, but I would like if someone bought me a lottery ticket and I won like cash for life forever, I would automatically just split it with that person.
I just saw 2 women did that. They were friends and they split their winnings.
Thank God.
Yeah.
That certainly seems fair.
I can prove it too. How many? I guess it's my turn, eh, Mike? I didn't let you get to me. But
you know what? I wasn't going to give you a turn this time, Manolis. But okay, go ahead and take it.
I'm glad I'm talking. But Patrick, I like to buy those pull tickets, right? And like
Yeah.
Oh, because that's all about the pulling with you, buddy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I've won. How many times have I won like $100 off those, Pat? With you? Like,
Oh yeah, multiple times.
Multiple times. I'll win $100, and I'll give Pat like 50. I'll give him half the money, or I'll give him $40 out of it.
Just because he's standing there.
Yeah. But yeah, but he's just. I don't know.
Mighty generous of you.
And I've done that with random people all the time. I'm like, I like doing that. And then if I win like $100 on a scratch ticket, I'll give the person that I bought the scratch ticket from. I'll throw them $20. I just love it. I love like just pushing it back into the universe, and see what happens.
I think what it's funny because I think there's something to be said for that though. That sort of pushing it back means more comes to you. I honestly believe that more comes your way. And it's not always tit for tat. It can't always be measured exact for exact. I pushed $20 back out in the universe. I got 20 back. But I really believe that if you push it out, that more will come your way as opposed to trying to hold on to everything, right?
Especially if you already believe that you got to live in a sense like you already have everything you need and you want.
Right.
I mean, I found I remember we're at Che. I found $120 on the ground. Remember that?
Yeah. Like that doesn't happen to everybody. So it's because you're pushing.
Was it
out.
you or Dan? Someone who kept finding money in ATMs.
So I kept finding. I did start doing a thing. Because I worked at a dispensary, and the dispensary would sometimes the 20s, not like someone gets $100 and 80 would come out and 120 gets stuck. And so if you put your hand in, you'll find that extra 20 if the person's gone. So I've done that a bunch of times. But then well, my favorite is I knew this one didn't do that at the dispensary, and I'd see it kick back after they left. So I'd grab that 20 and I'd go, dude, there's one more 20. And that every time you do that to someone, it's like it makes their day. You're like this. You're like it's like I gave him $20, but it didn't cost me a penny.
Yeah, but was it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did you? When we started hanging out, there were still payphones, right? Didn't you always check the payphone things, or is it someone else?
I don't know. There's no.
Oh,
no,
I knew somebody that always that couldn't walk by a payphone.
I had to go and check and see if there's
for
any
the
change. Yeah.
Yeah. But was it you or Dan Peters that used to always, every time we saw an ATM, they would reach in to check, and I was shocked the amount of money he would find, like on a regular basis.
I brought it up to Dan Peters and you, like what I was doing, and then Dan Peters found $80 at Lazy Flamingo.
Yeah.
And he was broke then.
He took it to a new level, eh?
Oh yeah, he's like triple.
That was his job now, just checking ATMs.
Just checking ATMs. Bronwyn, have you ever found a significant sum of money anywhere? Just laying
I
around?
found $50 on the floor at happy hours, which was not a place I expected to find someone with a $50 bill. Never mind finding it on the floor. But that was exciting. People were stepping on it. I was like, ooh.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I think $20 in like a Fortino's parking lot. Nothing spectacular.
There's money floating around out there. One of my favorite ones was we were at a golf tournament, and they would they buy, how everybody buys 50-50, right? 50-50 tickets and blah, blah, blah. And then and it's for a charity. So then it's whoever wins, they kind of like, oh, put it all back in the pot. Like that's it's usually a pretty big gesture, whatever, $100, $200, whatever. So anyways, a friend of mine, we're at this golf tournament. It was a pretty big golf tournament. We're at this golf tournament, and they call out his name, and he's drunk in the back of the room. They call out his name. They go, you won the 50-50. And then he's like, he doesn't even know what's happening, right? He just goes, put it back in. Well, the place erupts because his take was $7,400.
Oh my
And
god.
he thought it would be like, he thought a couple $100 or whatever. He goes, put it back in. And everybody's like, wow.
It's amazing.
How much was it? 7,400. What? Give it back.
That's
That's
amazing.
crazy.
It was one of the best, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, let's get another topic going here on Friday at 4:20 with Bronwyn Gent. Bronwyn,
Yes.
talk to me. Explain to me OnlyFans.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm not
OnlyFans-
picking on you because you actually have an OnlyFans.
Yes.
Okay.
So OnlyFans, you can do all kinds of things on it. It's very popular as a way for sex workers to sort of, have complete control over their sex work.
Right. You see, there's a fair amount of nudity on some
Fair
OnlyFans.
amount of nudity, but any kind of art can really be used. You can have a band and use OnlyFans. You can have, I'm pretty sure Chris Brown is on there, So I know, right? Times are tough. So, but mine in particular, I had an Instagram that really pushed the boundaries with nudity on Instagram without actually showing anything. And then I sort of took that to the next level and had the uncensored versions on OnlyFans. But there's a lot of artistic aspects of it as well.
Right.
And the yoga aspect for me. But there's just straight up, niche sex workers on there as well of all kinds. Just trying to think. You can get, just someone who just sits there and smokes weed and tells you how terrible you are, and people like that. Or just a really thick, gorgeous redhead, or all kinds of different sort of things that whatever appeals to you.
Lots of things that make the different people, whatever rocks their boat, if you will, and I'm sure there's somebody out there. So in order to, I've never been. So do I go to a website and then look you up? How do I contact you through OnlyFans?
I have my OnlyFans is Poppy Melancholy. Poppy the flower, and melancholy the feeling. So Poppy, so you would just onlyfans.com/Poppy Melancholy. Pretty sure is how you would find me.
Okay.
But you can also just go and explore and just see who else is on there. You can make a free profile. Some people have free profiles. You can charge a subscription. Subscriptions vary from $4.99 US to $20 US.
Okay.
I'm $6.66 US just for fun.
Wait, do I need a profile to be able to look at your profile? Is that how it
You
works?
need some sort of profile just to subscribe.
Okay.
Yes, but you don't have to make it Manolis. You can make it,
Anybody.
Funny Greek guy, 89 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think,
Manolis,
what are they? Rules the Band. I think they're on OnlyFans as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
there's lots of stuff out there. I think most of us have come to know it through the pornography aspect, if you will. But I do know Instagram is super weird, right, about what they allow and don't allow. And I know I've seen other accounts well, hey, my account was banned or that kind of thing. And that's unfortunate because, you're especially as you said, the art, there's a whole art and culture part to this, right?
Yeah, and free expression, and it's also why are male nipples allowed and female nipples not allowed, and breastfeeding. There's all kinds of discretion, but I just know that they've recently changed some rules, and I feel like there's been a mass disabling of certain kinds of accounts.
Okay.
Are you kicked off right now?
I'm currently disabled, but I'm not gone.
Instagram?
Yeah. Bronchon.
Oh.
So I'm writing letters to the Instagram Help Center, seeing what happened. They didn't give me a notice as to why. They just said your account is disabled and you have 30 days to fight for it, basically.
Wow.
Was there a nipple in a picture or something?
No, I hadn't even posted it in a while. So who knows?
they came along later, like, you know what? Yeah, she might do something in the future we don't approve of.
Yeah, or maybe they just discovered my account and decided they don't like any of it. Who knows?
Well, we all love it. We would encourage you to go check out Poppy Melancholy and the great work that Bronwyn does there. It is time for a new topic on Friday at 4:20. Manolis Zontanos, this one is for you.
All right.
To start What is the best way to have eggs?
If someone else is making them.
Good answer, bro.
You
Good
didn't say
answer.
fertilized?
Wow.
Well, we can go fertilized too. I'm like,
so many.
every time I was trying to make eggs the other day, and I'm like, I like to like just flip them once and cook them a bit, and then like, but I'm like, by the time I'm done at that point, I'm like, oh, I guess we're doing scramble again.
Again.
I just like and you're like it's like
I love that. Oh, I guess it's scrambled again. Damn it.
Yeah, I suck at making eggs.
Okay, so if you do have to make them yourself, or if someone was making them for you, even, what is the way you would like eggs? What is the best way to eat eggs?
Oh, over easy.
Over easy? You're an over easy dude?
Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Do you like a little runny, or you want that yolk cooked right through?
No, a little runny. I like a little runny.
Okay.
Yeah, I like eggs. If eggs remind me, if you're like having breakfast, that means like maybe you just got laid. You know what I mean? Because I don't put the effort into making eggs for myself. But there's an egg. Like usually eggs means like I went to I got laid and now I'm going to buy this woman breakfast because I'm so thankful for.
I'm going to cook for her. Yes.
I can't cook for her, but I'll buy her food.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, like you said, you're like, I don't make eggs for myself, but if I got laid, I would take her for someone else to make her eggs.
I was going to say,
I thought you were going to say you'll make her eggs, but you're going to buy her eggs.
No,
you're going to buy her.
I don't think she, because then I can't because I won't see her again because she'll like, I want a sunny side up or something, and then it's like scrambled.
Scrambled.
Yeah, I'm like, my stove is broken. And then like, I think your brain is broken. Get the hell out of here, asshole.
I was going to say, but also he's shouting back into the bedroom. How do you like your eggs? Scrambled?
I'm the only guy that probably can get kicked out of my own house. You know what I mean? Patrick
Coppolino, how do you like your eggs?
I'm an omelet guy. I like food in my food. So.
Oh wow! So what are you putting? A classic Coppolino omelet. What's it got in it?
My favorite's probably tomato, basil, and cheese with a little hot sauce.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but if I don't have that, I'll literally just eat like a cheese and egg omelet even.
Okay, yeah.
But
what about some peppers? A little green, red pepper, a little onion.
Yeah, I do like leftover omelets. Whatever's in the fridge.
Whatever I have.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds delicious. If you wouldn't mind cooking for Manolis's date,
I'll have you over. I'll just call you over in the morning.
Bronwyn,
I have my own cook.
Aside from all the things that you're doing to keep yourself busy, do you get a chance to cook? Do you like cooking?
I like cooking sometimes. I go through phases. Before I was a realtor, I worked in the restaurant industry for 15 years. So I got cooked for all the time.
Okay.
So when suddenly that all stopped during COVID, I had to just get used to cooking all of my meals. I do eat quite a bit of eggs. I'm really into egg drop soup. I went through a phase where I just realized you could just drop an egg into any soup and call it egg drop soup.
Really?
And I started doing that. Yeah, just whisking eggs into my soup all the time.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Sure. It's like, I know Chinese restaurants have it. Egg drop.
Yeah, Italian too.
All you have to do is drop the egg in. I can do that. Whisk it.
I can make
eggs in a soup.
I can make you scrambled.
Yeah, that's what I can make me too. I like poached medium, but with restaurants closed, I won't be eating that for a
while. What restaurants did you work at? Was there any place in particular that you fancied, that you loved working at, that you can't work at now, or?
Yeah, I loved working at the French and I loved working at Caro. Those are both, Hamilton restaurants. They're still going right now for takeout.
Yep.
They made exceptional food and I was spoiled with those meals. I also worked at a place in Ancaster called Cavallo Nero, and that also does takeout, I think Thursday to Saturday or Thursday to Sunday.
Okay.
That's Italian, really good Italian food.
Excellent.
Yeah, I liked everywhere I worked. I usually left for a reason, that had more to do with convenience than anything. Yeah.
Yeah, never a falling out.
No.
There's nobody out there in the restaurant industry that you went, no.
I worked at East Side Mario's for 6 years and I was so happy to leave. I think that was the all-you-can-eat soup, salad, and bread to the football team at McMaster, you get sick of that.
That's got to be the worst, right? And it's like more, I need more soup. I need more bread. I need more soup. I need more bread.
It's a scam. They do.
Pasta home, they don't even get to their main.
No.
Yeah, they used to do like I remember I went once for it was like all you can eat Wednesdays or something. And but by the time you load up on bread and salad, they keep giving you bread and stuff. By the time you finish your first bowl of pasta, you don't want it anymore. But you just paid extra for all you can eat.
I used to think that I think that plan is broken, right? I used to think Eastside Mario's is broken. It's a broken business plan because with the free bread and soup, as much as you can eat, and everybody's walking out with a doggy bag with their main. So they're literally giving you 2 meals for the price of one.
Yeah, unless you pay for the all you can eat.
Well, yeah, the all you can eat is where they get you back. Never pay for the.
The all you can eat plates and bowls got smaller and smaller.
Oh yeah, and they don't let you take it like if you don't finish your second, like you can't have a bowl and then take your next one to go, right? You have to at least attempt to eat it.
Yeah. And they started, and this is probably Bronwyn probably remembers this. They started slow playing it, right? I mean, they'd slow play how fast they brought the bread and the soup to you because they wanted to get the main to you as quickly as they could. Oh, Eastside Mario's.
Mario sounds like a dick.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. You're with Friday at 420. I'm Mike Nabuurs, Patrick Coppolino, Manolis Zontanos, our special guest, Bronwyn Gent, as we continue on this Friday. You know what? Let me just I got to find a topic here. This one is for Bronwyn. And Bronwyn, we are asking you, what is the best gum? Do you ever chew gum? Are you a gum chewer?
I was a gum chewer. It started giving me headaches after I had a retainer.
Oh.
So like I used to chew gum all the time when I was a kid, had a retainer, and then after that, chewing gum always gave me headaches. So I do it sometimes, but I pay for it every time. I usually chew Trident or Dentine Ice, I suppose.
Okay, Trident or Dentine Ice. Do you remember from being a kid, was there a flavor as a kid that you were like, oh?
Vanilla Ice.
That was a singer.
It was like or Vanilla Mint. Vanilla Mint. It was Dentine Ice Vanilla Mint. Got it.
Dentine Ice Vanilla Mint is the go-to.
Yeah, that was my fave.
I would also, I'd mention that to my dentist if I was chewing gum and getting a headache.
Yeah,
you know, there might be something there, right in the back of the jaw that's not right. That shouldn't happen to you.
Thank you for your suggestion.
Okay.
I have an appointment May 25th, and if it's not rescheduled for lockdown, I will mention that.
It's one of those things where you think, this probably doesn't mean anything, and they go, oh, you know what? Let's just do an X-ray because there might be something there. Yeah. You never know. Manoli,
yes.
You chew the gum? Yeah.
I try to chew the gum. My favorite thing about gum is like when you get rid of the gum, where you just look around and you put it under the table. It looks like you're planting a bomb. And you just look at your friend and you go, okay, let's go.
Okay.
My favorite thing is like I used to have this friend. We're not friends anymore, but he was like, you ever have friends that are like they're cheap. They're super cheap. There's like, you think back and you're like, I've never seen that guy's wallet. You know what I mean? Every time I saw him, he'd always, because I'm not a gum guy. I don't buy gum. He'd be like, hey, you got any gum? He loved gum. He just didn't like buying it. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, no, I don't have any gum. And one time I'm at Che and he was there and he goes, you got any gum? I'm like, no. It's like, I don't have any change on me, dude. I would give you a change. There's a gum machine right out the wall at Che, like at the side beside the bar. And he looked at these random dudes, like couples that were at the bar. And he goes, hey guys, does anybody got like a Toonie and Looney? Cause like, he goes, the gum is like, it's in this machine. And like, I was just want to know if we can help me get it out of the machine. He said that to strangers. I swear to God, I saw this with my own eyes. Like he was talking about the gum like it was being oppressed.
Yeah, yes. And you got to help me free it.
He wasn't just asking for change so he can buy gum. He was like concerned that the gum was trapped in the machine and we got to get it out.
Into his mouth. I hate gum. I chew it, man. I chew it, and like within 30 seconds,
I know.
I can't. The only thing I like about gum was the old commercials back in the 80s or whatever, the double mint whatever gum.
Remember the double mint twins. Yeah.
Yeah. Like so they always get twins to like do the commercials, and I was like growing up as a teenager, always thinking like, so like why are they marketing this gum for just twins? Like, how many twins are there?
And all Bronwyn thought was, hey, I want a twin.
I want a twin so I can chew this gum with them.
Yes. Is there a flavor you love, Manolis? Was there ever a flavor? You look like a big red guy to me. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I like just saying a Bubblicious. I used to. I loved that little weird juice in the middle of the gum. You just broke it. And it's like it looked like there was like
yes.
You're like, oh, and then I was going. But I just loved the lettering, the way it looked. It was like really like 70s, like posh.
Super.
Like
cool.
really, yeah. It was just awesome, dude. It was like it should have been a band. It should have been a band's name.
Bubblicious.
Yeah.
Patrick Coppolino. Hey, you like gum? You gum guy?
I'm not
really
picky about gum.
Kind of here nor there.
I have no preference really.
Classic
but
here nor
I do
there.
remember
answer.
when we were kids, there was all kinds of fun gum. Like there was like do you remember like the tape one? It was,
yeah. Holy shit!
It was like all rolled up, and you pull it, and then you snap the container to cut it off.
Or Big League Chew was very popular,
those.
right? It was all shredded gum.
Do you remember there was one called ABC gum? So already been chewed, and it came in a container. It was a plastic container that looked like a dumpster, and the gum was all like it just looked like chewed up pieces of gum. But they were like new; they were just manufactured that way. Yeah, you eat them like that.
Awesome.
I went through a phase where I was really into Thrills, which is the gum that tastes like soap.
Thrills.
I was
really?
so into that gum for a while as a kid. I can't say why. But
they were purple, and I was gonna say,
I don't remember those.
Does anyone remember Thrills? Because that was one of my favorite flavors of gum. It was a great flavor. I know it did taste like soap, but it was a great tasting soap.
It was.
Was it supposed to taste like soap?
Yes.
What about the baseball one?
Big League Chew. I think we brought that up.
Big League Chew.
Oh, sorry.
But then the other one popular when I was a kid was the bazooka ones that had the comics in them.
Yes.
And they were always rock hard.
That's what she said.
They like break your teeth.
Or the classic double bubble, right? I mean, a good piece of double bubble was, and to Manolis' point, the flavor never lasted that long. But what a great flavor it was.
Oh, it's great, man.
Bubble blowing.
Could have been a meal.
Yes. And you guys don't remember what was it? Was that the stretch one? Was that you talked about the tape one, but there was also a stretch one that we used a long stick and you would stretch. Yeah.
You're talking about Neil Armstrong?
I'm going way back. Stretch Armstrong.
Not Neil Armstrong, Stretch Armstrong.
Following Stretch Armstrong, there was
Armstrong.
like a Stretch Armstrong gum, and you could pull it it would pull so far. It was very cool. Anyway, I'm the only one because I'm the oldest here. Whatever.
It was the first one gum they invented. Is that what it is?
I think so. Yes.
You remember Black Cat gum? Was it Black Cat gum?
Yes, it was.
That was my mom's favorite, and I'm so sad I never got to try it. Sounds so good.
You never tried it? It was like black licorice, right? It had a black licorice flavor.
Yes. So I'm cool.
It came from England. It was actually imported.
My mom came from England. She was also imported.
See? She brought the gum with her. Had it in her pocket. All right, we got time quickly for do we have time? The judges, do we have to? No, we don't have time. No, we don't have time for one more topic. But we do have time to find out a little more about Bronwyn's foray into real estate. And what I'm most curious about Bronwyn is what's been the most difficult part of taking on this task, and what has been the most fun part?
The most difficult part was I did not have my driver's license when I decided to get into real estate, and I had to get my G1 and then take driving school and get my G2, and I was terrified of driving. So now I have a car and I drive all the time, and that was the toughest part because I was like really taking me out of my comfort zone while I was already out of my comfort zone in a new career. I'm terrible at parking, which I have to do all the time, all over the city. It's the worst. But I have so much fun going through other people's homes. I absolutely love looking through, especially homes, even they come up for sale. I don't have any clients, but going through all the pictures of insides of homes I've always wanted to know what they look like. Yeah. Like my absolute favorite.
That's pretty cool. That's a lot to take on, learning to drive all during a pandemic. What you don't know is that the roads are usually a lot busier.
Still not much of a highway driver. I always avoid highways and have yet to drive on the highway by myself in the car. So next
So much
up,
to look forward to.
I know.
It's
Well,
easier. Trust me.
Continued success at Keller Williams. If anybody needs to or wants to get in touch with you through the realty company, what's the best way to do that?
So you can call Keller Williams Complete Realty and say you're looking for Bronwyn Gent, and they will connect us. I've also got an email, bronwyngent@kw.com, BRONWYNGENT@kw.com. Feel free to email me and reach out. I also have an Instagram, clearly.realestate, with my business partner, Adam George Palio, sorry. We partnered up last fall, and he's been in the game longer than I have and has taught me everything he knows. He's one of the best in the biz. So check us out.
Well,
awesome.
that is very awesome. I certainly hope people will do that. Knowing the people who normally tune into this show, I will also just add, please don't call Keller Williams and ask for Poppy Melancholy.
Don't have anyone under that name.
No, what? No, there's nobody here. Manoli, what do you got to say, buddy? What's going on? What's happening?
Oh, I don't. Actually, I had nothing to. I don't
Shutting
know.
this thing down, dude. You usually got a plug. You usually got something you want to throw in there. A little,
We'll say
little last minute
off the
love
top of
thrown
my-
out.
Yeah, okay. I would say Nick that owns what's it called? No, was I can't believe I'm a little drunk now, so I'm sorry. Not
Listen,
what's it called?
I'll take care.
Vintage.
Soul Geek.
Thank you.
Vintage Soul Geek. Okay. I was
So
going
I
to say, I was going to take it from here and just tell people, hey, go see Nick, who owns that store.
Vintage Soul Geek. I think you can buy. I think you can buy stuff off his Instagram, because obviously the store is closed. So yeah, check him out. He's a good friend of mine. I always love supporting him.
And please check out Vintage Soul Geek on Instagram before they're banned as well.
Yes.
Patrick Coppolino, Levity, what's going on? What's the word, buddy?
I haven't heard anything as to when we can open yet, so we're still closed for the foreseeable future. But again,
Yeah.
if you follow us on social media, if you don't already, it's just everything's at Levity Comedy Club, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
I still have very high hopes for the fall, kids. I'm still very, very much
Yeah.
my target. I said this, you can go back, I don't know, dozen episodes of the show. And I said the fall of this year, we're going to see things, everything's going to open up nice. We're going to start to see some crowds get together. It's going to be beautiful.
You make it sound hot.
I know.
You make it sound like I should be taking my pants off. I'm like,
No, not until the show's over. You know the rules.
and then what happened, Mike? Then.
Oh, Bronwyn Gent, so nice for me to get to meet you. Thank you so much for doing this, and we certainly hope you'll come back and do the show again because you were a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for having me. I'll definitely be back.
Oh, excellent. And hopefully one day maybe we'll be able to do it in person and you can drive there. It'll be awesome.
Yes.
Manoli, Patrick, thanks a lot. And mostly thanks to you for watching and listening to Friday at 420. We appreciate it. And now, until we get a chance to talk again in 7 days, enjoy the weekend.